So you right now, do not touch me.
We will be coming in with the canine. You will get bit.
And I tried to go in. I went in and he grabbed me by the throat.
Fresh to death, man. You dripped out.
So right now we're assisting West Side units looking for an individual. She has an attempt to locate, and I'm running it right now to see if she has any warrants. She has sent some threats to the apartment complex, so we're now just waiting on a return from her name.
JC, last name is hyphenated with Livingston. There's 2 city bench warrants there bookable, both for petty theft.
10-4, I'll let you know if we get her in custody. Okay, so Spider just said she has 2 city bench warrants that are bookable. So we'll see if we can find her. So she has 2 city bench warrants, an ATL. West Side's working a case where her dog died. She believes the living conditions here are terrible. That's the reason for her dog passing. Then I guess somebody has voicemails of her threatening to kill people here. So. You live here? Yeah. We're looking for JC. You know JC that lives there? You're good. We're just trying to see if we're looking for somebody.
Not me.
All right.
How long you been living in this one? We've been here about 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Yes,
Cool.
sir.
All righty, man. Thank you.
No problem.
All right. The individual we're looking for is not here. The last known address is already got someone living in it for the last 2 weeks, so we're at a dead end right now.
We're responding to an unknown call for police. Calling party heard a lady screaming, called the police, saying the male has a gun. It's about all we have at the moment. We're just about in the area, so we're gonna see what we have over here.
Just that there's a female half, 30 to 40 white female, shorter than a male, heavy build, black shirt, possibly white shorts, long blonde hair. She's outside, male possibly inside. And in both vehicles, a black Lexus 4-door, unknown tag. Only saw them over there.
Did you call?
I've had no 1358.
.31. I got the calling party a second, Ash.
I come and get my stuff and he attacked me.
Okay.
But he keeps throwing me all the stuff.
Is there a gun?
Yeah, he's got a gun
Okay.
in there.
Where's he at? Which building is he in?
The first one he holds.
That one over there? We're not gonna stand anywhere that he can see us.
He didn't pull the gun on me. He's got a gun.
Okay, regardless, if there's a gun involved, I don't want to be in his line of fire.
Okay.
So
But
we're
he
gonna
called
stand.
his sister, and that's his car. And I think he's gonna
Which
try
one?
to leave. That one over there.
That Lexus?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll keep an eye on it.
All right.
Tell me what happened.
Okay. I came, and he had a girl coming in, and I begged him to let me in because I'd been in the hospital all day, and he wouldn't let me in. So I sat outside until he opened the door. The girl went out, and I tried to go in. I went in, and he grabbed me by the throat.
Okay, who are you to him?
I'm his girlfriend.
You're his girlfriend. Okay, do you live here?
Yeah, I live here, but he throws me out every day. And he don't know I got a key, but I got a key. Because this happens all the time. We've been together like 6 years.
What's the conflict today? Why is everything going on?
Because he had another girl in there and he made me stay outside. He throws me out every day. He makes me stay out. And he tells me
Does
I
he
can't-
know that you live there?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Okay.
But he throws me out. He'll make me leave every day when he goes to work and stuff. But here for a while, he's been letting me stay in, and he gave me the key.
You guys can try to contact Andre. She does have some visibles on her neck, so he's going to be detained at least at this point.
Okay.
If he, just try to talk to him first. But you know, if he invites you in, you know, and you can just talk, great. But he'll be detained. He won't be free to leave.
Okay, his name is Andre?
Yeah.
Who's she?
I don't know. She out there somewhere, ain't she?
I'm not sure.
When I said I'm gonna call my sister and the police, I guess she left. I don't know, but she left.
Do you know her name? Does she live here?
Really? She said, I got a key. I said, well, open that door. She ain't got it.
Show me where her property is. If you're okay.
2 feet, maybe.
2
It's
feet
right there.
inside the
yeah,
door.
and then he tried to rip me out like that, and that's
Oh, okay. And that's when you fell to the ground.
Yeah.
And then you said he got on top of you. How did he get on top of you? Like, did he lay on you or?
No, he was just kind of wrestling me, trying to pull me out the door because he didn't want me inside.
Okay. Did he manage to pull you out the door or no?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. And then how did you guys get from down there to a standing position?
I just got up. I got up.
Did he stop trying to?
He wasn't. No. He.
So
didn't,
he stopped trying to pull you out.
Yeah,
you got up.
Yeah,
then you guys
we
went to the
and
bedroom.
Sat down. Yeah, we went and talked.
Okay. And that was in the bedroom.
Then, yeah.
Okay. And is that when he pretended to have a heart attack?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because
was it after you talked or?
No, it was after he attacked me. I said I was calling you guys, and that's when he was like, "Oh, Brenda," and then I felt bad. I thought he was really hurting, and I was like, "Andre, I love you. Please, are you okay?" And he ran at me. He was like coming at me, so I took off out the door. I was like, "Let me out the door."
What did you think was going to happen when he was running at you?
I thought he was gonna get me again. Because he's mad, and when he gets mad, I don't think he understands how mad he gets.
I can search him if you want to hang with her back here. I need to do lethality real quick.
Yeah. He's double cuffed.
Okay.
Do you want to switch out?
That's fine. Go ahead and face the vehicle for me. Appreciate it. And spread your feet as far apart as you're able to. There you go. Perfect. Did he say how long she's been staying here for?
On and off for the last 8 months.
For the last 8 months. She said she's been living here for 2 years. Did he say why he was trying to keep her out of the house?
Because he didn't want her there because she does drugs and he wants her to get help.
Okay. Well, so made contact with the calling party. Female was involved in a domestic relationship. Trying to get back into her own place of residence. He's trying to keep her out. Causing some physical injury to her neck that I was able to observe. So he went to jail for domestic battery. We gave her a list of resources to try to help her in the future and avoid the situation. Hopefully she takes it and finds shelter.
So we got dispatched to a noise complaint. Calling party says that they can't see what's going on, but they can hear what's going on. And there's a male and a female sitting in a vehicle arguing. And then the vehicle drove off. So I guess the noise complaint's no longer an issue, but calling party still would like officers to come out. So that's where we're going. So the calling party is over at that house, and this is the house that they're calling at. So we're just contacting these guys to see what's going on, especially since calling party made some concerning statements about how frustrated he was getting with these guys. Their blinds actually work. Yeah, I can't see. 109. End of call. So we knocked on the door of the house that calling party was calling about because he said he called dispatch back and said that he was getting so frustrated with the situation he felt like he wanted to shoot them. So that's definitely a good reason to contact them and see what's going on. But nobody answered the door. My partner pulled a miscellaneous report, which is a non-criminal report, but we use those when we feel there's some additional documentation required just in case, just because of the nature of the statements that he's making. So nobody contacted. I guess calling party wasn't worried enough about it that he wanted to speak with us. So that's all we can do.
Headed up to a wanted person call right now. Parole and probation out here got information that an individual who's got a warrant, felony warrant out of them, Warrant out of our agency, a ridiculous amount of felony priors. Is a nationwide warrant out of another state, it looks like. But he's known to run, has ran every single time they've tried to arrest him. I made contact for a separate call about 2 years ago. He thought we were there for him and actually ran just from seeing our cars. He's known to abscond. I believe he fled the state, actually, or either the state, or he's just been all around just running from his warrants. So more than likely, he'll either run immediately when we get there, if he is there, or barricade himself. So he's definitely a violent person. So if it does end up turning into a barricade, we're more than likely going to activate our SWAT team. However, if he decides to take off and we can't contain him, then if he turns into a pursuit, then we'll chase him based off his felonies. So we're going to head up to a location right now and meet with Pro and Probation, formulate a plan, and then once we have a plan together with all our bodies, we'll make an approach and try to get him into custody. So I don't know if you guys want to go in first and try to go to like the back, to get around the back, and then we can pull the marked units up front. Yeah. Because there's a lot of space from his house to that second road. Yeah. But I know there's like a window, because the bedrooms, I think, on this side, the north side, when you first pull up. I think last time I was in there, you walk in the bedroom, another room, and I think it's kitchen and living room.
Is surrounded. We will be coming in with the canine. You will get bit. Come to the door.
We're going to take the north side, Justice. I'm going to come down and I'm going to kneel at the front door. I want you to be over top of me with a lethal coverage, okay? You're going to be on the south side of the door, pointing down that hallway as well, okay? All right, you want to give an announcement?
Lee, this is the Nye County Sheriff's Office. This is your final announcement. You need to come out of the residence with your hands up and open. If you do not come out of the residence, you're going to enter with the canine. The canine will be deployed. You may be bit.
Hey, hold here. Hold here. Hold here. Hold here. Nye County Sheriff's Office canine! Anybody in the house? Stand up now! My number 5, you will be bit!
Lee, Sheriff's Office!
Okay, we're pushing in. Take left, take left.
I'm with you.
Paula's over here.
The closed door, right?
Dog's over here. Follow, talking to the bad guy. Here! Hey! Who's? We're here. Yeah, I'm gonna close here.
Yeah, I'm just checking through there. Did you get a good check under the bed? Don't bite my bottle, please. 7, you can lift the red. The residence is clear.
They obviously have a dog. Yeah. Well, they used to. But I started closing that window, and then you let them start clearing. I was like, I don't want them to jump through this bitch and bite me. They have stagnant water. They're like,
Oh, in the other room too.
Door to the right. So I tried to push to the side of the right to grab him.
No, I think we're all clear.
And he went, fuck, I didn't know it opened to the left too, so I'm like, oh. Yeah, I had it open, and then I was like, oh, nope, I'm not getting bit.
I'm walking back to my car. Just clearing a house with canine. So we went up to a residence to assist Pro and Probation. They had a guy. They had information was home. He has a felony warrant from them and another warrant out of us. Just tons of priors for obstruction, and always flees every time that the cops go to his house to arrest him. So we took as much precaution as we could, set up an arrest team and everything like that. Had our canine show up. When we got there, we got some more information that there's a second vehicle that wasn't on scene, that he's more than likely driving around. So we saw the warrant and the consent from the homeowner to go in and check. So we cleared the house. He wasn't there. So he's driving around somewhere in the car. He has no phone, enough for us to track him or figure out where he's at. Unfortunately, we couldn't find him right now, so we'll have to just do our due diligence and try to find him some other way, some other time there. So, pulling up here to a domestic. Apparently, a 16-year-old is upset at her mother because her mother tried to take her phone, and she's saying that they got into a fight or something like that. So we're gonna pull up over here, and I was presuming this is probably mom here. Figure out what's going on with her daughter. So what's going on today? Your 16-year-old daughter?
Yeah, she's right over there.
Okay.
So last night she ran away, refused to come home, and so we got in contact with Deputy Carr. He diffused the situation. She went home, but she was like just saying a lot of like unnecessary things. So I kind of let her cool off, and then I tried to grab her phone, grabbed it, and then she wrapped her arms around me, bit me, and then called me again. And then once getting her phone, I went over there and had been sitting over there because I called you guys.
Oh, do you have a bite mark or anything?
Yeah. Sorry. It's up in this like top area.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm a little shaky.
No worries.
But yeah, she's over there.
Miss, come here. Hello. So what's going on with your mom?
Well, we got into a fight last night, and then she was like, well, let's go and talk about it. And I was like, well, I want to stay home. And she's like, well, you don't have a choice, come on.
Okay, you understand it's a crime to bite your mom, right?
Yeah.
And you're 16?
Yeah.
Okay, so why do you think it's just like you don't care right now?
They don't want to
So you called the cops on your mom?
Yeah, because she started getting all up on me.
Okay, where do you live at? Her house?
I live at my grandma's house.
Okay, but she raised you?
Yeah, and my stepdad.
Okay, so she provided food for you?
Yeah.
You grew up in her house?
Yeah.
Okay, well, it gives you no right to bite your mom, call her a bitch just because you're upset with what she's doing.
Well, she was grabbing all up on my arms and trying to grab my boob.
Well, you're 16, you're not an adult.
She was still grabbing all over me.
She's trying to take your phone, which you don't have a right to because you're underage and she's your mother. She can ground you and discipline you the way she sees fit. You have no right to bite her or do anything like that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you're under arrest for domestic battery. You can't bite your parents.
What happened to the talk we had last night?
You probably don't. You don't need paramedics or anything like that. I just have to ask. Okay. Has she ever been on like juvenile probation or in trouble at school or anything like that?
So I'm not really sure as to like what is going on that's causing her, but she's usually been a really good kid.
Okay. Then you're holding your shoulder. Did your shoulder hurt?
It's because of how she grabbed me.
Okay. So you went to grab her phone and she just like kind of bear hugged
So
you?
I had the phone, and then that's when I was like, I can get this, and she'll get in the car. So I went to turn, and that's when she was around me when she bit me.
Oh, so you're walking away?
I was walking away to get in the car, yeah.
Oh, okay. Typically what happens with juveniles is she'll go down to the JPO office, sit with the JPO officer for a couple hours. I don't know how long, sometimes it's 10 hours. Typically an arrest, they're in jail for 12. But JPO usually will hold them a little less, and then they'll call you at some point to come pick her up. She changed her tone a little bit after Carr started talking to her, but obviously you saw when I was talking to her, she was just smirking and seems not to care. And just so you know, your other siblings in there, are they all your siblings? Okay, well they're all in there crying and stuff because of what you were doing with your mom and everything, so just keep that in mind. Your actions are upsetting them too, so hopefully this wakes you up. All right, find another outlet for your anger. Okay, there's plenty of other options. Alrighty. We responded to Phantom Fireworks for domestic. So 16-year-old actually called on her mom, saying that her mom had hit her or grabbed her arm and tried to take her phone away from her. We got there, determined that mom and her had been arguing. She decided that she was going to get out the car while they were driving down the highway and walk down the sidewalk into the parking lot, sit in the corner and pout. Mom was trying to be a parent and take her phone from her so she would get back in the car so they could go back home. And after mom took her phone, the 16-year-old decided that she was going to grab mom and then bite her, which is a crime of domestic violence in Nevada, which is mandatory for an arrest. And then doubled down and decided to call us and say that mom grabbed her and took her phone, thinking that she was in the right. So we ended up arresting the 16-year-old. Sounds like she might just be acting out or something like that, but regardless, the domestic portion is a mandatory arrest for us. She was turned over to our juvenile probation officers. who came and took her to the juvenile little detention area we have here. So she'll be in there for a couple hours. Ultimately, she'll get released to her parents, but she'll hopefully get a wake-up call from sitting in the cell over here. But that's it. So she'll be sitting in there for now. Mom's gonna go back with the other kids, and that's a wrap.
So myself, Yates, and Noyola are heading out to a call at Lake Breeze Apartments over by Oxford Lake. There's a disturbance that's going on. There wasn't a lot of information gave out. The caller is talking in code, saying that, giving out stuff like he's ordering a pizza. A few of us are going out there because there's apparently a weapon involved, and they just called back and asked us to knock as softly as possible. So it's kind of a weird situation, but we're going to see if we can't figure it out. She's snorted some meth, and as we were talking to her, she kind of just started to go out of it. Okay. She's like up and alert, but she's not talking, and she's shaking and stuff like that. Okay. It's like she's high. All right. So we just kind of want to make sure that she's not gonna explode or anything.
So was she part of the DV?
It wasn't a DV really. He called because she was doing drugs in his house, and he didn't like that. So, right. But I guess right before we got here, she snorted some. Oh, so.
Okay. Okay.
764.
1042, Cracker Barrel.
Please, no! Please! No! 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 Babies! Babies are all at this gunpoint! Babies! Babies! Not me! Promise I'll do it! No, I'll do it!
If you would relax, they wouldn't have to use force.
I promise I'll get up and I'll go.
Well, just stop.
You're already here.
You can stop.
I promise I'll go. God!
Mitchell, where's that other restraint?
I'm not trying to do anything like that.
Yeah, that one.
Promise y'all. If this is what it takes, I'll do it.
Well, you're not calming it down now.
I'll do it.
You keep saying that, but you're screaming and fighting.
I'll do it. I don't understand. No! No! Please, God. Please. Please, I'll work with all of you. Please! Please! I don't want to do it. Why would you do this to me?
Something you can ask yourself when you get back.
Okay.
All right.
We're going to the emergency room.
Yep.
We are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry.
You doing good? That it?
Okay.
All right.
Please make sure I'll be okay and my kids.
You're gonna be okay.
It's gonna be good.
Sweat. All right, so ended up being a little bit different than what we thought when we first got here. We thought we were coming to a DV. Ended up turning into the husband reporting that the baby mama of sorts was using drugs in the home with the kids. So with us being mandatory reporters, anytime there's any kind of crime that happens in the residence with the kids present in the home, we're mandatory reporters. We have to let them know. So DHR was notified. The female had just consumed drugs prior to our arrival. We suspect it was probably and during our time in there, you could start to see her get higher and higher. She eventually just became non-vocal. Didn't really seem like she knew what she was doing or what was going on. So EMS came, sedated her. She was forcibly taken to the hospital just due to the mental state that she was in and her physical condition. So once she was sedated, she was transported, and Officer Yates is going to document everything and make sure DHR has everything they need to do what they have to do. Whenever medics got on scene, She refused to go to the hospital, and because of her physical condition and the use of narcotics, her mental state after using narcotics, the nurse with Oxford Health Systems deemed it necessary to sedate her so she could be transported for treatment. When he sedated her, it took two paramedics, one nurse, and 4 officers just to restrain her, sedate her, transfer her to a stretcher, and secure her to that stretcher. Whenever you're using narcotics like that, sometimes it gives you superpowers, and it takes 4 or 5 grown men to be able to restrain somebody. But after all that was said and done, she was restrained, sedated, and she started to come down. She was transported to the local hospital for treatment afterwards. We're going to be heading out to a call. It's going to be referenced discharging firearms in the area. Complainant said they heard about 20 shots in the area of their residence, so we're going to head out there, see if we can identify where the gunshots are coming from. If we can, we'll attempt to make contact with whoever is shooting the gun. The location is going to be inside the city limits, so there is no permitted shooting within the city limits. So we're getting kind of close to where they said they heard the gunshots. We're just going to kind of roll around over here. If we can see any shell casings in the road, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. If we identify anybody walking around, we'll also talk to them and see what they say. See if we can't find a firearm. If we do, we'll question them and try and get more information on what was going on with the incident. I'm having negative contact. I'll be 10-8 until further. All right, so we took a look around the neighborhood where they said the discharging firearms was. Mainly looking in the roadway for shell casings, checking out vehicles, checking out houses, trying to see if we can identify bullet holes or vehicle damage, property damage. Didn't see anything that stood out, and there was also only one call for it. So with there only being one individual call, it just seems kind of unlikely, especially in the neighborhood we were in. If there was legitimate discharging firearms, we would have multiple calls usually. We didn't see anything, so we're going to go back 10-8 until we get any further information. Hey, how are you? All right, so the reason why I'm pulling you over is because you only got one headlight.
I've been pulled over about 3 times there, Johnson, by the same Oxford PD. You should know that.
Oh, okay. Well, you have your driver's license, your insurance with you?
You know who I am.
Okay. This is what I'm going to say.
Huberg.
Hold on.
I know why you stopped me, and it wasn't because of the lights. Especially since I've already been stopped 3 times by PD, Oxford PD, for the light. You know what else I got stopped for the other day?
What's that?
For doing the same y'all do.
Okay.
I'm gonna show you something real quick. So, hold on a sec. So, give me some clarity here. There, Johnson, because even you're starting to fall into this whole BS.
You remember me, don't you?
Of course I remember you. And you were in Anniston, and now you're with Oxford.
I was in Anniston. I was in the Marines. I was in the same recruiting station that you came out of.
I meant PD.
Okay,
and I know you stopped me over there in Anniston one time.
I know.
Hey,
you're not.
So give me some clarification. You got your camera on? Turn that.
Yeah, it's on.
Is this legal or not?
I don't know what you're referencing.
So when a vehicle.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Do not touch me. I'll tell you right now. Do not touch me.
I was moving you out of the way.
Do not touch me. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Do not touch me.
Okay. I wasn't doing anything, officer.
747, step it up.
No, officer, I was just trying to remove.
You touch me, I promise you.
Okay,
this.
I won't touch you, officer.
We're gonna have a problem.
I won't touch you, officer. I wanted to see why he was recording me, officer.
He's recording me. He's not recording you.
Okay. I'm not touching you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You see where the problem is now?
I'm sorry.
You see where the problem is now?
I was trying to see what he was doing.
It's irrelevant what he's doing.
Okay.
I'm having a conversation with you. I have never once, the entire time that I've known you, have we had a problem. In fact, you remember that time in Anderson, I gave you a warning.
Yes.
Because I knew you and I respected you as a person.
Yes.
You don't respect me as a person, now we have a problem.
Yeah, but you guys are harassing me now.
Not harassing you. I didn't know who the hell you were when I pulled you over. I pulled you over because there's one headlight. I don't know you from Adam.
Okay, sir. I'm not doing anything anymore.
The tone's changed, hasn't it? So you're gonna step out.
I have my son in the vehicle right now.
So you should know better. Step out, please.
Hey, I do not consent to any search.
I'm not searching you.
I do not consent.
Patting you down.
Okay, yes, sir.
Because you just put your hands on me. That's why you're.
I'm so sorry, sir. I was just
hands on the car.
Sir, I was trying to see what was going on, man.
No.
Hey, look, Johnson, I wasn't trying to do anything violent.
To relax.
Okay, sorry.
Stay right here.
So why are you acting like this?
So first and foremost, you guys have a camera in my First and foremost, you guys have a camera in my face, and I wanted to see what was going on. And I guess I made the mistake of touching him. My bad. I'm sorry. I didn't mean any harm or anything unintentional. I wasn't trying to do nothing. I'm cool, calm, and collected. Did you got that on camera? So, anyways, I'm trying to see what's going on because they got the camera pointed at me, and then he thought I was trying to do something. You know what? That's my fault. I am stupid. That's stupid, and that was my fault.
Yeah, very stupid. Yeah, you get that, right? Get that. Who's mama?
So, anyway.
This is Tori's kid?
No, I have to keep explaining because the officer said to explain the story.
Okay.
But anyways.
Talk to him.
Is this Tori's kid?
So, yeah.
Okay.
Am I being
God
arrested?
have mercy, dude. No, you are being pulled out of a car because you put your hands on me. That's the problem. Out of respect to Tori, you're not going to jail. That's it. This whole thing with you wanting to have problems with the police, nobody has a problem with you. I promise you that. Nobody in this city knows you from Adam, but it's your actions that are causing this problem.
I was over there the other day at a cross section waiting for 5 minutes. It was a very long time, and this light is just red. So I creep up a little bit, right? I'm sorry.
No, you're look, you're doing all this nonsense and it's unnecessary.
I'm explaining the situation.
You're explaining the situation from before. I don't care about the other situation. I care about this whole situation. That's what I care about. But you realize this is your attitude doing this. You think that you have the right to put your hands on people. You don't have the right to put your hands on people.
That's not bad, Johnson. That really is. You got a collar on your T-Rex?
That's cool, man. I think he's got a Sonic on his T-Rex.
I held him when he was a baby.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I held you when you were a baby. You know that? Okay.
Hey, I do not consent to a search. And
I'm not searching your car. Stand over there. You're getting a ticket. Let me write your ticket and I'll get you out of here.
Put the ball right there. Get the out of here. Don't talk to him. Don't talk to my son. Get out of here.
Who have you had interaction with?
He's in there and he don't hear us.
The windows are down there.
Okay, well, why the are you pulling
That's
down?
embarrassing.
You're a fucking kid. What are you going to do, George?
Who have you dealt with this so badly?
Huber gave me a ticket because I was standing there over the white line, just like much of you people doing. No, that's why I've been recording all of you people this whole time. And then he gives me a ticket when it turned green. It turned green. The light turned green.
Bring it down here.
The light turned green. And then I proceeded, and he gives me a ticket for failure to stop.
Christian, I'm about to get you out of here.
Okay.
With just a ticket.
I don't have an issue, man.
You keep
Oxford
screaming.
PD is
Stop.
just weird, man.
Stop. You keep screaming. You keep cussing.
Oxford PD
it's gonna
is very
escalate, and you'll go to jail.
Oxford PD is very peculiar.
Out of courtesy to you, I'm telling you, stop.
Oxford PD is very peculiar and very weird. I've been getting harassed this whole time by all of you people. Every time.
I've never met
you. Hey,
before,
I've been stopped already for this light. Fact of the matter is, a deer hit me and I cannot afford it. So unless one of y'all want to give me $600, go ahead. But the fact of the matter is, I got to pay $1,000 in child support to Johnson's little princess friend.
You can stand back up, man.
No, because I need everybody to see that I am not a threat. I am not violent. I'm not doing anything illegal. I don't feel safe around any of you. That's the problem. It doesn't matter. I'm sure Johnson will fill you in about how much of an ass I am. I'm sure. And what's the point of having a camera in my face?
They're just riding documenting us, man.
Are you serious? serious, and now you guys want to embarrass me. First of all, I don't consent to any of this at all.
Bro, you're the one acting like this, man.
I am legally allowed to go grab my phone so I can record this.
You're about to be done. Stand up. So I can read this to you.
I don't give a I'm gonna you up.
You
I
gonna
wasn't
do what?
doing anything threatening.
Stop.
I wasn't violent. I was just trying to grab a piece of paper.
You realize?
Get away from me.
Are you gonna act like this in front of your kids?
I'm scared of you people.
Okay.
There's 4 of you armed. There's 3 cars. I'm by myself.
You gonna let me explain this to you, or are we gonna keep going? No, that's not how that works. Come here, let me explain it to you.
Explain it from there. Explain it there where I'm safe. Explain it where I'm safe. Go ahead.
No, I'm telling you to step over here.
Get the out of my vehicle. Step away from my vehicle.
No.
I don't consent to no search. I don't consent to step away from my vehicle.
You're about to go to jail. You're about to go to jail. I'm trying to be as nice to you as physically possible.
What's the Oxford PD problem? Y'all got.
You want me to explain ticket to you?
Y'all got guns and batons and chess pieces.
Your court date is June 3rd, 2025 at 3 p.m. at the Oxford Municipal Courthouse.
For what?
The phone number is above the court date and
What did
time.
I do? What am I?
You can call that number and
What
they will
is
be
the
able to answer
citation
everything for improper headlights. Here's your citation.
I've already been stopped 4 times. This is the 4th time by you.
Free to go. That man has lost his mind.
Yeah, no.
He was a recruiter for the Marines. He's been pulled over tons of times. Aniston, Oxford, he does things he's not supposed to, knowing good and well he's not supposed to do them, running red lights, he'll do it in front of the cops. So, observed a vehicle with one headlight, conducted a traffic stop on it, met with the driver. He wanted to run the traffic stop, which is not how it works. Decided he was gonna stick his hand out the car, try to touch me, and he's not gonna touch me. So I had other officers come out. They responded pretty quickly. We were able to get the situation mostly under control. He's just irate and he wanted to cause a scene and have a show in front of his kid. But because of what I would say is a conflict of interest, we just resolved it with a citation and let him go on his way. Let him be mad at the situation on his own.